Prince Harry's life may seem like a fairy tale from the outside, born into royalty, raised in palaces, and living a life of privilege. But behind the grandeur, his childhood was filled with deep emotional wounds that shaped the man he is today. From the devastating loss of his mother, Princess Diana, to the suffocating expectations of royal life, Harry's struggles are a powerful testament to the importance of mental health. In this video, we'll dive deep into the traumatic experiences that defined his childhood, the challenges he faced as a royal, and how he is breaking generational cycles for his own children, Archie and Lilibet. Imagine being 12 years old and losing your mother in one of the most publicized tragedies in history. That was Harry's reality. On August 31st, 1997, Princess Diana died in a car crash in Paris. For the world, it was a shocking loss. But for Harry, it was the moment his world shattered. He was forced to grieve in the public eye, walking behind his mother's coffin in front of millions. In his own words, he shut down emotionally, struggling to process the pain. The royal family's stiff upper lip culture meant that emotions were not openly expressed. This moment created a wound that followed Harry for decades, affecting his relationships, mental health and sense of identity. While the world admired the young prince, he struggled under the rigid rules of royal life. He had no control over his own life. Every move was scrutinized by the media. The British press constantly compared him to Prince William, painting him as the spare or the rebellious prince. The tabloids made his teenage mistakes front-page news, making it difficult for him to find himself. Unlike his brother, who had a clear role as the future king, Harry often felt like an outsider, questioning where he fit in. In search of purpose, Harry joined the British Army, serving in Afghanistan. This was one of the few times he felt free from royal expectations. He connected with fellow soldiers through shared struggles rather than royal status. He found a sense of duty and purpose beyond his title. However, the trauma of war added to his mental health struggles, especially after losing comrades in battle. His military experience later inspired him to create the Invictus Games, helping wounded veterans find healing through sports. For years, Harry suppressed his pain, turning to partying and reckless behaviour as a coping mechanism. But by his late 20s, he realised something had to change. He experienced severe anxiety and panic attacks, struggling to cope with the pressures of royal life. Meghan Markle played a major role in encouraging him to seek therapy. Through therapy, he processed his childhood trauma, breaking down the walls he had built. One of his most groundbreaking moments was speaking openly about seeking therapy, challenging the stigma around mental health, especially for men. Unlike his own childhood, where emotions were suppressed, Harry is determined to raise his children in an open and loving environment. He has emphasized giving them freedom away from royal expectations. He and Meghan prioritize their emotional well-being, ensuring they feel heard and loved. He wants them to have a normal childhood, something he never had. Harry's story is proof that healing is possible and that generational trauma can be broken. Prince Harry's journey from trauma to healing is incredibly powerful. He had everything: wealth, status, privilege, but none of it protected him from mental health struggles. His story reminds us that mental health affects everyone, regardless of status. It's okay to seek help. Breaking toxic cycles takes courage. As we reflect on his journey, one thing is clear: Prince Harry is not running away from responsibility. He's running toward healing, truth, and a better future for his children. and that's something we should all respect. What are your thoughts on Prince Harry's story? Do you admire his courage in speaking out? Let's discuss in the comments.